Ballington started with a dream that we would be able to provide the parents and the children of Imperial Valley with an exemplary educational institution, one that could provide excitement and engagement for young children, one where parents were partners in the education of their children along with the teachers of the school.
So, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an artist, a soldier, a teacher. I want to be a nurse, a veterinarian, a marine biologist.
A lot of what we focus on at Ballington is we try to make everything relevant to the child, to be able to say, you know what, I feel like I belong here. I feel like I'm part of the school.
We adopted Sammy when he was 6 months old. He was very quiet. He didn't know how to cry. And after looking into it a little bit, we found out that Sammy wasn't held for the first 6 months, and so he was under a lot of physical neglect. Sammy was walking away from kindergarten saying that he was stupid, that he had problems, that he didn't have friends, that he didn't like school. And it was a really hard thing as a parent to watch. So at the end of his first grade year, we heard that they were going to start a charter school, and I was one of the first parents at that door.
What we did here at Ballington is really trying to get to know Sammy and trying to know what were some of those needs that the parents were looking for, what they were seeking, and also being able to push him to his highest potential.
Last year when we changed schools, my son Adam was in kindergarten. He was on the verge of being held back in kindergarten, which is very disappointing to me because he'd already been to preschool for 2 years. And then my daughters, I knew they were doing well in their class, but they were falling behind as far as I could tell from what they were bringing home and what they were learning. They weren't really moving ahead of where they were in Washington. So I kind of got the feeling that any public school in the area, it was run the same way. They had everything was kind of cookie cutter for all of them. And then when I came here, like immediately I came home with a whole packet of homework, but I had no trouble getting them to do it. You know, they were much more motivated, self-motivated to do it on their own. Where at the other school, they saw all the other kids weren't doing it. Why should I be doing it?
Not only do we have to deal with students that are having difficulty and need interventions, but we also have to deal with students that are performing above and beyond most students. And what can we do to ensure that our educational program challenges that child so that we can reach the highest potential possible for that student?
I'm so happy with the education that my children are getting here that I've recommended the school to other people. And in fact, one of the other students in the 3rd grade is someone from my girls' soccer team that I told them to come check out the school. So now they're here.
This teamwork is really the ones to be so grateful for giving Sammy that opportunity to be that person and to have that self-confidence so that as he gets older, you know, he wants to be a doctor. And I know that Sammy has everything that it takes to be able to do that.
Being the principal at Ballington Academy, one of my greatest joys, and I enjoy this daily, is seeing the growth in every single one of my children.
The journey to create Ballington Academy began 5 years ago. It wasn't easy, but what kept us moving was the passion of the parents in this community and other community and business leaders. We depend and need your support. You are the difference that helps us make a difference. We look forward to working with you, together improving communities and changing lives.